It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A throw complete to Dorsett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down.
Check. Lucky. Hold up. Too quick.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
54.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
3-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
The kicker on.
It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Wilson will throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. at the Falcons' 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
29-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Carson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A gain of 6 there on first. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
54,
Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Right there, 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up
from the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by Jackson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
21. Seahawks, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Tackle made at the 16.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Falcons 28, Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
By Deion Jones.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm a boy, 1 for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a boy to the brain till we all up on the deck. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
No gain on.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Atlanta.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Chubb.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he finds Howard complete. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were...
And now here is another interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard
From the gun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Falcons, the win here means it'll be a